10 surprising reasons someone may fall in love with you. Number 1. If you make him work for it. The thrill of the chase describes the excitement of a person exerting effort to get something. In this case, it applies to a guy chasing a girl for a date. He meets an attractive girl and feels they have chemistry, but the girl's reaction is to shoo him off. What does he do? He goes for the chase. You can bet he will move mountains to get a date and see if there is something to pursue. If you feel the same attractive energy but don't want to appear eager or easy to get, then you can play the hard-to-get game. You keep him hanging but you don't reject him outright. Be warned though, this can backfire if he's not that into you. He'll move on to the next girl. But if you've captured his fascination, he won't take no as a rejection, he'll take it as a challenge. When you finally agree to see him, and hit it off on the first day, and maybe you kiss at the end of the night, the next step is to decide when you might move to base 2. This is where you must make him work for it, by not giving in on the first date. Be clear that you will only go to the next level, only when trust has been established. This sends a strong signal that you are girlfriend material and not some easy lay. Number 2. If you have similar personalities. Falling in love is a complicated equation of two people meshing their lives together. Each one has its quirks, dispositions, and personalities. Meeting someone with similar tastes and engaging in long conversations stimulates one's interest and attraction. This is the start of discovering what you both have in common, and entertain the thought that this could get serious. Why do you think the online dating apps ask you so many questions? They use your answers to match with possible candidates for a first date. They study two individuals who will likely understand each other. It doesn't mean you are a carbon copy of the person, but the basic values and beliefs are on the same wavelength. Most long-term couples survive because they are similar in many ways, and differ in only a few. Maybe you like the same types of films, or have a fondness for the same cuisine. Art auctions, swap meets and street bazaars are things you can do together, because it interests you both, and you can enjoy it together. Number 3. If you can trigger the feels. Men and women are different creatures that have distinct emotional triggers. Studies show that men look for approval and affection, while women crave an emotional connection, and honest conversation. Knowing that the man is made differently gives you an idea of how to meet his emotional needs. Recall the early days when you started dating, and how the excited emotions lead to one date and the next. As you look forward to seeing each other, the tone of your voice and body language is obvious. The man feels your approval and admiration because of the positive feedback and the undivided attention you give him. This positive feedback boosts his male ego. Affection is another important emotional need. But you need to take his cue if he likes public displays of kissing and hugging, or if this should be kept private. A soft hand squeeze, or warm arm around him, is a nice way to show approval. Affection includes a healthy love life, which is about learning what he enjoys, so you can please his physical needs. Number 4. If you have an inner glow that shows. They say people who meditate or do yoga have a certain glow in their aura. Some call it a glow that comes from peaceful energy within. It is a rare sight to see, but when you encounter it, you can't help but stare and wonder why the person looks like she is glowing. Some believe that a person's aura, or inner glow, comes from their state of being. But if the person is stressed and uptight, how could they achieve that relaxed and settled look? You don't want to look tired and beat up because of the stress of your job, do you? This is to be avoided at all costs, because it is a personality repellent that people avoid. The opposite reaction happens when a person at peace with themselves is nearby, and they want to get close to you. Some call it positive energy, or a vibe, that draws you to the person. You can't help but be attracted to someone who has a relaxed and settled disposition. A person with an inner glow is calm and collected, even if things aren't working out, in contrast to someone shouting and freaking out over the slightest problem. The choice of whom to spend time with is obvious, don't you think? Number 5. If you love dogs. Several scientific studies have concluded that dogs enhance human attractiveness because of their many social effects. In recent years, scientists have observed that people who are accompanied by dogs are more attentive and engaged in social interactions. It also shows you have compassion, and if you are able to show love for your four-legged friend, the chances are you'll be able to show love and compassion for your guy too. Number 6. If you switch your image to look different. A study was shown to two groups of male and female. It was different pictures of the opposite sex shown to men and women. It produced different results when they rated the attractiveness factor. A pattern of their choices showed men wanted novelty or something new and different. Women chose faces that looked familiar and had a similar physical type. There must have been a magic spark that attracted you to each other. That's why you're in a relationship. But the longer you date each other, the more you should challenge yourself to change your wardrobe style or get a haircut to look different. You are still the same person inside, but you are ever evolving and improving. Sometimes getting too busy makes you neglect yourself, and you end up looking the same as 10 years ago. It doesn't take much to reinvent your look and update your wardrobe. You can chop your hair short, color it, or curl it. You can update your clothes with a few new blouses, in the new cuts and colors you hardly use. You can change your makeup regime to look natural in the daytime, and more sophisticated at night. Number 7. If you take risks. There is an attraction to risk-taking behaviors that goes both ways. Both men and women enjoy this. If a woman is eager to join them on adventures and trips, men find it especially attractive. Outdoor activities like mountain climbing, whitewater rafting, and skiing can fit into this category. Many men would be excited to teach you any of these things, even if you don't know how. All you need is the confidence to try. Number 8. If you are independent. It has been found that men actually prefer women who are independent, self-supporting, and not dependent on them for certain things. If you ask for their help, they will probably be glad to help, but being needy is a red flag. Also, men appreciate women who are able to make their own decisions and manage their fears and insecurities without relying heavily on them. Number 9. If you signal the mother instinct. Generally, women have a maternal instinct, meaning they naturally gravitate towards children and enjoy playing with them, caring for them, and having them. Generally, women find children more enjoyable to care for than men, due to their love for children, which is practically instilled in their brains. Men are attracted to anything that makes them feel like you could be a healthy mother for their children, and motherly behavior appeals to them as well. Number 10. If you're kind and responsible. The importance of a nice personality cannot be overstated. It is not attractive to be rude and direct without reason. Men find women who are kind and caring attractive. Likewise, men appreciate women who know how to deal with situations smoothly. A woman's kindness signals to men that she wants a relationship that will last, whereas her responsibility shows that she is capable of being helpful, supportive, and an equal partner through every stage of life.